Okay, the next one is kind of a pretty basic champion, I feel like. He is a boxer, kind of. He's called Alior, the Great Fighter. The Great Fighter, sorry, yeah. So what I was thinking for him was basically someone who's really fast. Really fast. Basic attack wise, right? So his passive is he gains attack speed for every ability that he uses, and with every basic attack after the other. Not on the same champion, just after the other. And it can last until you're like 5 seconds out of combat, or something like that. So after you reach 5 stacks though, this is 5 basic attacks, 5 abilities. So you can basic attack, ability. Abilities can count as like 2, just because they're abilities, and if they hit the target, that's when they count as 2. Then yeah, there you go. Like basically 1 would go out, and then if he hits the target, there's 2 stacks. Therefore, there you go. After he reaches 5 stack, he performs a flurry of punches. Basically, think about like the Tiamat, like in the past, or like the Hydra or whatever. Basically, you press down. There's that circle of fire, I guess, around you. It just does damage all around you for a few seconds. So you don't have to worry about basic attacking anyone. You can just start walking around them, and then you do damage to everyone all around you. They do it simultaneously, so basically like a machine gun, it won't stop, it'll just keep going, but they only do 50% damage. And this is every 5 stacks. There's not really a cooldown on it. There's not really a cooldown. So his Q is he quickly, so it's just like I'm thinking him as speed, right? Including his abilities, a quick ability speed. So he just knees the opponent. He just knees them up in the crotch or something, and it quickly stuns him, because I mean that would really hurt. You gotta be out of the fight for a second or two. And yeah, just quickly stuns him. Boom. His W, he winds up a little bit, and then he kind of like dashes in a way. And so he dashes towards the opponent. If he hits an opponent, they are knocked up. So basically like a boom, uppercut kind of thing. Alright. So his Q and his W and his E, which I'll get to later, but every ability can also be used as he's doing a flurry of punches, so he can still knee the opponent while he's doing a flurry of punches and stuff. Because he still has his knees, right? And he can still dash while he has his flurry of punches. It might look kind of weird, but I mean, his E, he empowers himself with like an aura kind of thing. Basically, you'll be able to see it when he activates it. During this time, he's not allowed to take basic attacks. He can't be hit by basic attacks, including ranged basic attacks. He basically dodges them, you know, like in a boxer. There's like boom, boom, boom. He just dodges them. After successfully dodged attack, his next attack can also be empowered to do another attack. So basically, if you're doing it against a melee opponent and they're trying to 1v1 you, and you press E, you dodge their basic attack, you punch them, dodge their basic attack, punch them, dodge their basic attack, punch them, and each time the punch gets powerful. Not more powerful, but you know, more powerful than your original basic attack. So your ultimate is basically the same as your passive, except it doesn't decrease its damage, and you can activate it whenever you want. You don't have to have 5 stacks. So basically, you punch around yourself in a dome kind of thing. You're punching everywhere, man. You're punching everywhere. Yeah. And then you're punching so fast that basically they can't see where your punch is gonna happen next. Like the flurry of punches, it's just kind of like everywhere. And yeah, if they're close enough, they'll take damage. And of course, you can still do his abilities during this art. Simple, like I told you, but I mean, kind of cool. He can dash onto an opponent, and basically he doesn't have to basic attack. He just has to walk on him. It's like kind of like one of the fire rings around you, a Thornmail, Rammus's ult, kind of like something on that level, except more on the common level. You can get a level 1. I mean, if you keep basic attacking minions and then use your Q to stun them, I mean, that's awesome. And then W, of course, you need a way to get on top of them, because I mean, if you're going against a ranged champion, you're not going to be able to do that. His E is also really cool, because technically, he defends against any basic attack. Even if the basic attack is an empowered ability basic attack, like Rengar's Q, he'll still block that. And, like, what's her name? Vayne. It'll block Vayne's passive and I don't know if her E's a basic attack, but I don't think it is. But yeah, it'll still block like all basic attacks, even if they're empowered. Like a Nasus Q, it'll block that. It'll block a York Q because it's a basic attack. Anything. And he'll have an empowered basic attack afterwards. He can knock him up, and then he can stun him real quick, and then he can enact a flurry of punches. And then here's the thing: if you don't want that passive flurry of punches, will last like like 2.5 seconds, you can just enact his ultimate, another 5 seconds of flurry of punches, which is even faster and does more even damage. And all you have to do is walk around them, and it's like a super empowered, fire ring around yourself, like Mundo, or I know there's an item, but it's crazy. I feel like. Yeah. So that's. I'm kind of going in order. So if some of these champions kind of sound a little weird and kind of like, that's an alright idea. Bear with me. I made these like 3 years ago. Some of them, and some of them even more longer ago.